Hi, Linda. Let me know when you can hear me. Looks like the audio is still connecting, but I think you should be able to hear me now. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today? How's your voice feeling?
It's feeling just fine.
Good.
How are
Awesome. I'm
you?
glad to hear that. Yeah, so tell me how your practice has gone this week.
It's gone okay. I have been working a lot on the timing
Oh,
things,
great.
the sight reading and timing.
Sure.
And I would say I'm doing okay on I know that my Redeemer lives.
Oh, great.
I wrote all the beats in on the
Oh, good.
music. And
Awesome.
that was fairly easy because there's a lot of quarter notes and half notes.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the one I wrote it on. Um,
Great.
but this sight reading rhythm thing that you gave me,
Yeah. It's
I'm not so good
a
at
lot more
that.
challenging.
Especially, let's see, with dotted notes and with 16th notes and when
Yeah.
it's syncopated uh,
Right.
rhythm.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, good. So that totally makes sense. So as it gets more complex, it gets a little more challenging, and that definitely makes sense. But that's why it's progressive, right? It kind of builds up challenges. But you're right. Not all of the handle piece is especially challenging. There are specific areas that get more challenging. So
Yeah.
you can kind of just really zero in on those and drill those moments, and that gets a little bit easier if you can have parts that are a little more straightforward, and then you just have it's like, oh, this moment here is a lot more complex, and then you can specifically focus in on that, so it's not the
Uh-huh.
entire time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, it sounds like the section that we've worked on is feeling pretty solid. So I'm glad to hear that. Have you sung today yet?
A little bit.
A little
Not a
bit.
ton, but a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah, good. Awesome. And anything you've noticed with like your breath or the range, anything that stood out to you as you were getting started? Everything just feeling pretty good?
Yeah, everything was feeling pretty good.
Awesome. Okay. Well, let me hear a little bit before we dive into the song. Let's just to kind of check that up high, especially, is opening up and feeling good. Let's do on the tongue trills. Let's do a. All right. Sound good? All right. Let's try it. Breathing in. Woo, my nose is tickling. So, how did that feel going up to the whistle register like
It
that?
felt fun.
Awesome.
Me,
Good.
it felt fine.
Yeah, excellent. Awesome. Great. Let's do a sigh down.
Ah.
Excellent. Beautiful. All right. So then let's try. Hmm. Let's do. I just want to hear us going down a little bit as well. So let's just do on a sigh. We're going to see how low we can go. And let's do on. So an octave slide down, breathing in. All right, good. So, how's that feel opening up much lower?
Okay.
Pretty solid? Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Good. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of hear one that we were getting that flexibility and just kind of hear a little bit of how your voice was working throughout the range. And then going a little bit lower also helps with releasing hydration to the vocal folds. So that'll also help as we're going through our handle piece. So I'd love to hear you go through it, just how you've been practicing it. Maybe I can hear just that opening section that we've been focusing on, and we can go from there. What do you think? Sound good? Have you tried it by yourself, or are you still singing it with Kathleen Battle?
I'm a little by myself, mostly with her. But
Okay.
I can try it by myself if you
Either way,
want.
yeah, whichever you feel comfortable with. Go ahead and
Okay.
just let me hear a little bit, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Oops, I gotta turn the volume up. I know that my Redeemer. I messed that up. Let me do that again.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, let's just start again. Well, let's
Okay,
have a
here.
restart.
I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter
Okay, very nice. How'd that feel?
It felt good, especially the farther we got into it.
Yeah, definitely. Wonderful. All right, um, so just kind of like warming up into it, you felt like it just took a minute to kind of feel like you
Mm-hmm.
connected to it fully
Yep.
and got in the
Yep.
zone. Sometimes that happens, where it just kind of like getting that full focus and like, ah, here we are. Good. Um, so then tell me, what do you feel like is the thing that you're liking best about it and the thing that still feels like it could improve?
Um, I liked the when I got to the high notes on the last the C phrase. That was I where I sounded the best.
Mm-hmm.
And still a little improvement on the timing, although I think I'm getting better.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So it's getting there, right? It's like
Yes.
not there yet, but we're on our way, which is
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so then let's see. Let's go ahead because I feel like we're actually doing some really good work here. We're off to a great start. So, um, I would love to maybe try a little bit of a new section as well, just to keep us
Hmm.
progressing forward. Um,
Yeah.
and then maybe come back to that section as well with some tips on how to continue practicing that and improving on that this week. Um, Great. So, have you listened ahead a little bit, or is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Great. So you've been listening to it, so it's not like it's totally gonna be like out of left field. Like, what is it?
No. Mm-mm.
Nice. Awesome. All right, great. So let's go ahead and take a look at this next section here.
Yep.
Um, so we've done A, B, and C phrases. So now we're on the D phrase,
Yes.
and the worms destroy this body. All right, so we're just gonna try starting out just humming through it, just to kind of feel navigating through here. All right, so just breathing in and go. Rest, rest, two, three, rest, two, three. Yeah, I took it a little bit slow just because we're first navigating through.
Okay.
All right, let's go through that just on an ooh vowel. We'll keep it very light and flute-like for now.
Did
One,
you, did you say
two.
vowels?
Yes, on an ooh vowel.
Oh,
Yeah.
vowels. Okay.
One, two, three, breathe. Ooh. One, two, three. One, two, breathe. Nice. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to try that much now. On the V consonant, we don't go crazy high for this one. So just really focusing that breath energy. One, two, three, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. All right, so there we go. That's our D phrase. Okay, so let's try. Let's go through and just do the vowels of the words. So, so just thinking the words, but only enunciating and pronouncing the vowels. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, this D section is nice and short. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to try just speaking that in time one time. 1, 2, 3, breath. And though worms destroy this body, rest, rest, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. Beautiful. All right, so now we'll go ahead and try that singing in time. 1, ready, and breathe. And the winds destroy this body. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. Oh, I counted that wrong. Apologies. Yet in my flesh. Start there again. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. There we go. Yeah, the time before I rushed to the God. I rushed through C. I had a beat early. So excellent. All right. So let's also, because that's a little bit of a shorter section, let's also go into this E section this week. It's a little bit of a longer section.
Yeah.
So that'll get you working through a little bit more. All right. So then the I know. It's another variation of the I know that my Redeemer liveth section. All right, so we're just going to hum along with this E section now. Breathing in. And then that's the end of that E section. All right, so let's go ahead and try that much. Let's do it on the tongue trills that we were doing earlier in our exercises. All right, 1, 2. All right, so let's go through all that on, how high do we go here? Let's try on say through the phrases. We'll sustain on say, and so you'll just take a breath and then say, holding the A out through the phrase until you take a breath again. 1, 2, say. Good. So let's go back and let's speak it in time once before we try on the words. So 1, 2. I know that my Redeemer liveth, and though worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. Shall I see God? I know that my Redeemer liveth. Good. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that on our words. 1, 2. I know that my Redeemer liveth, and the winds destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see All right, beautiful. Okay, so let's try that D and E phrases back to back. We'll go into E after D. So we'll start at D. 1, 2, 3, breathe. And the winds destroy this body. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. In my flesh shall I see God. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Ready and I know that my believeth and the winds destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. Shall I see God? I know not my believeth. All right, awesome, good. We got through it, excellent. So why don't we try? Let's try with Kathleen Battles. Since you've been practicing that way and listening to her, let's try going up to that point from the beginning. Can we try that?
Okay. Mm-hmm. See, I gotta take it back to the beginning. I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day. I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth, upon the earth. I know that my Redeemer shall stand, and at the latter day upon the earth, upon the And the worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. I know that my and no worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. Yet in my flesh shall I see God. Shall I see God? I know that my Redeemer is Christ. I think that was it, right? Through E?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep, through E. You got it.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. So, how's that feel?
It feels good, except for in the E phrase where it first says, and the worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. The note, getting the notes right is tricky for me. Not so much the
Oh,
rhythm, but like going from though to worms.
right.
And then later on, where it goes from I to C.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
so
going
those
down to the
specific
F. That's,
intervals are
yeah.
tricky, those jumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to work
there
on
are a
that.
couple spots where the intervals are just kind of they'll catch you off guard. It's like, wait a minute, what is this? And it's like, oh. So I get feeling like those are a little funky, just because they're a little unexpected a couple times. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say just really listen and drill that just because
Yeah.
it's a little bit, like I said, unexpected
Right.
and
Yep.
surprising and
Will do.
like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's gonna be your plan for practicing this week?
Oh. Well, definitely singing through E, maybe a little bit beyond.
Okay, yeah,
And
if
about
you want to
three.
try um moving on, trying, for instance, excuse me, the F phrase. I think that'd be great. Just working a little bit ahead for next
Okay.
time. I think that'd be
Yeah.
great.
And I'll work a little bit more on rhythm stuff, just
Yeah, just
trying
cleaning
to
up,
learn it better.
polishing, and then those
Mm-hmm.
couple intervals that kind of catch us off guard. Just drill those, just kind of back and forth. Um, maybe
Okay.
just pick a vowel and just practice the interval, back and forth,
Mm-hmm.
and then try on the vowels of the words there. And then you can try adding the actual words in and practice the back and forth on those intervals just to get where you're like, I'm very confident in this is the vowel.
Yeah.
So yeah, just something to drill a little bit.
Okay.
Do you want to keep practicing some of those rhythms from the packet that I gave you last time?
Yeah, I'll do that a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
just
hard.
to
I have
kind
to
of
do it
keep. I
really
don't know that you have to
slow.
do all of it, but maybe just like, be like, I'm just gonna do a little bit. Like I'll do one or two exercises in there and go through and do the counts, just so that you're not overloaded with it or overwhelmed.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I think it's okay to do, just like a couple each week, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just so that it's not like your whole focus, you know, and it
Okay.
doesn't become like overwhelming or make it lose its fun, you know. Um, but just to kind of keep progressing little by little, I think is great.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, beautiful work. We're
Thanks.
going to keep
Thank you.
trucking along, staying on track here. Um, I think you've made really good progress. I was really happy with how everything was sounding today. So hopefully you are too. If you are practicing during the week and you feel like you need any feedback or advice or, something's tricky, just let me know. I'm happy to give feedback
Okay.
during the week too if you want to like do a little voice memo on your phone or something and send that to me. All
Okay.
right.
All right. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Well, awesome work today, Linda. Have a beautiful weekend, and I
Thanks.
will see you next week.
See you then.
All right. Bye,
Okay.
Linda.
Bye.